Hello and welcome to session 3 of Furry Cartooning for Amateurs Summer 2026. Tonight, the recap video. Tonight we did a quick ref sheet challenge, quick timed ref sheet challenge in our composition notebooks, and we started doing watercolors for the first time, and stay tuned for an explanation of the homework, which is Art Fight Battle Royale in our Discord server. Uh, yeah, I'll go over the rules in more detail, especially for the people who missed the rules. That's really important. But first, we're going to start with a reading from Linda Berry. Oh, and I'm Professor Moomin, if you don't know already, this semester, aka Gabumat. This semester, I have been transformed into Professor Moomin. Okay. So this is Linda Berry's book, What It Is, which is, I think, 2007, 2008, published then. It was published before she published Syllabus and way before making comics. And a lot of it's based off of uh, the idea of, what an image is, and on her writing thing that she taught, her writing workshop before she started teaching college. So let's skip to page 140. It's a little hard to read this one because it's a lot of it's crossed out and all in different orders, but I'll do my best. Make writing just for living. Lonely Blue. If you can read this, you can write a story and feel better. Yours free. Easy how to by your teacher, Miss Linda Berry. If you opened an old can of pork and beans and found a genie inside who said, "Boy, it is great to be out of that can. Thank you. In return, I would like to release you from your can." Wow. Pops out. Would that image make sense to you? I'm in a can? It's one way to put it. Yes. If a genie offered to free you from a dull, canned life, what would you say? Can you make me rich? No. Famous? No. Really cute? No. Will you open it? Giant doorway greeting. A small bell. Assemble in minutes. Would a feeling of aliveness be reason enough? Well, can I at least make a living from it? Probably not. Then what's the point? Get out of the can. A feeling of life being something worth living. The point is in the can or out of the can. Would you ask for the time to think about it? In the can or out of the can? 5 years, 10 years, 20, 30. I've got it! Out of the can! R.I.P. Ring the bell. What It Is by Linda Berry. So for our warm-up tonight, we did on our attendance cards. Let's talk about the supplies. So attendance cards, you're gonna need, your note cards, 4x6, Uniball, Vision pen, waterproof, fade proof. We're gonna use it so that we can use it with watercolors. Your watercolor brush with a reservoir for the water. If you have a normal watercolor brush, that's okay. You're just going to need 2 cups of water too. More note cards, your composition notebook, furry stickers optional, and what else is on my sheet? Optionally, your colored pencils if you don't want to use watercolors, but I highly recommend watercolors because they're faster. That's it. So the prompt today for the tense card was draw yourself holding a beautiful bouquet of flowers. For 3 minutes, try to fit your full body in there. You can use the Ivan Bernetti method if you want. Put your name at the top left, your class name, date at the top right. And you can see here, though, that I only did 3 different types of colors. And that's on purpose. So you can go ahead and do all this with a Uniball. 3 minutes. Oh, I always forget to list, but a timer too. This is my old kitchen timer. You'll need a timer if you're doing this at home asynchronously. So yeah, so you can do the pen first, and then I'm going to talk about the watercolor. watercolor, I should probably do another demo here for you. Sure. Here's my 16 watercolors. Even 8 is fine. We're just going to use yellow, red, and blue. So if you missed tonight, I'm going to show you this first method of using watercolors where you only use 3 different colors, yellow, red, and blue. You can choose which red and which blue and which yellow. I know the ones that I like to use. So first I'm going to, oh, I didn't show you that. I'm squeezing water out of the brush into the paint. I'm going to put some here, 2 drops each. And you can do this. You can test it out in your own note card. This is what I did first, and then I went on here, or you could just go right in. Let's draw something really fast here to demo with. It's kind of weird without that. So I'll draw Garbo Matte, Ivan Brunetti style. The beautiful bouquet of flowers. Real quick here. In shorts. Boom, just a few lines can do so much. Oh, he's got a real pointy ear. Okay, that's fine. Needs to dry a little bit. So this pen is more likely to smear than the other pens, especially if you're writing words and like changing direction really fast. This is one way to really check and see if it's dry. Just take a look. Okay. All right. So I got my watercolors here. If you go right in like this, you're gonna get like a lot of paint. So I would put it on the kind of the palette on this side and start putting yellow where either yellow or green would be the sun. I start with yellow because it's the lightest. You can always come back to yellow, but now I'm going to move on. I'm also just use this as my kind of like way to clean off my brush. And then, so you'll need a scrap paper, piece of paper for that. Then I'm going to go to red, do some red. So let's see, that's pretty solid, pretty dark. Red here. Let's say my shirt is say my shirt is purple. So that means I'm going to start with some red. Maybe I'll do some of this. Maybe I'll do some of this just for fun. I'll do some of this. But blue is really where I have to do a lot here. Maybe I'll do some red in the darker aspects, darker blue areas. That'll be interesting. But I want to do a lot of blue, especially this nose because it's black. Okay, I should probably speak up because it's a different microphone. Okay, now it's time for blue. So I'm going to wipe this off, get some blue, swirl it around a little bit. I want it to be not super dark, maybe a little dark, and then do the darkest areas first. And the sky definitely. If you do like kind of blotchy, ooh, I'm really running out. Some blotchy blue in the sky. It looks like it's kind of a partially cloudy day. Okay, and then I'm going kind of fast here. I really should let this darker area dry a little bit because otherwise it's going to run together. Here's some blue, here's some blue, here's some blue, here's some blue. I want to make some purple just on the page, so I'm just going to do a layer of blue. It's still kind of wet, so it's going to merge together. And if you want it to be more like a layer on top of a layer, you maybe like wait till it dries, kind of like this yellow, and then the blue on front. It really doesn't, see how it doesn't like blend too much? There, now it's closer to green. But yeah, this is a way to, if you want to color something quickly and you don't want to stress out about it too much, that's one way to do it. Yay. Okay, so that's like our introduction to watercolors. Feel free to do it on your own. And yeah, now we'll move on. So we did some homework sharing time. And then we moved on to the furry art looking slideshow. So I'll do that. Let's see if I can pull it up. Okay, so go ahead and pause this for every and look at each one for 30 seconds, but I'll go through quickly. This one's Leaf 2003. Go ahead, pause it. Next one has some artistic nudity, the Stripe Kit 2020. Actually, I'm going to skip past it really fast because this is going on YouTube. Glavilio 2026. Then this is Nick Shutter 2024. Next is Pop Piles 2026. Next is Shore by Valkyrie 2026. Next is Monica Livingstone 1997. And then we have Roadkill Boulevard 2026. Then Ursa Day 2026. Then Capricorn 2025, I think. Then Fey Tart 2026. Then Winguro 2026. Then Mion Dreamelon 2026. Then it's Good for You. Laurel Lavandula 2008, actually 2008. And then Lucy Skunk 2026. Okay, I didn't get everybody's this time because I kind of ran out of time and I didn't want to be super long this time because this activity is pretty long. Okay, so here we go. Next, I'm going to show you the timed ref sheet challenge activity. I'm going to explain it all first, and then you can go ahead and actually, I'm going to explain how to do it all first, and then I'm going to explain the homework Art Fight Battle Royale challenge, the rules, and then you can just do the time thing by yourself. I'll just show you like the time for each prompt, and then you can do it. So don't pause in the middle of this because you might want to know like what it's going to be used for at the end. Although I didn't really tell students in the class until after we had already inked or penciled. So okay, am I missing anything else? No, I don't think so. Here we go. The ref sheet. Here is an example from last semester. Last winter, I should say. I did Gabu Cat, one of my characters. So you can see I did not use my class name. This is one of my personas. And this is kind of like an end result. It's very fast. You can do watercolor on this paper. It's not the best paper for it, but it's fun, and cheap materials are fun, and the aesthetic is, if I am allowed to talk about quality, which I'm not, it's kind of cool. Okay, all right. So I'll show you mine from tonight. And I'm going to explain it all. And then don't pause it in the middle of any of this. Okay, I should have done that. Don't pause it in the middle of this. Let me just explain all of it. Okay. So first we're going to pencil out just do a big box here, really light, and a big box here, and a big box here, really light, just to space out the page. And I really want this to be like, this is gonna be like just an inch or whatever, and this goes almost down to the 2/3 mark on the page. That's like the big thing, just so you have space for this, the front, the back. And then we're gonna do, then that was timed for a minute, and then we penciled the body front for 5 minutes, and then penciled the body back for 5 minutes. And then we penciled 3 faces or a feral form or an alternative form down here, really light. And then we penciled some this whole other page of other things. And you're allowed to, this is one time when, if you have a ref sheet done already, you're allowed to use that. If you don't have a persona at all, I can give you a random animal. Actually, there's a random, if you Google random animal generator, you'll find one, and you can just be assigned a. You can make a new one just for this activity if you want. Totally up to you. So that's the side, and then this side is I have a big list of things that you can pull from. So a common emotion: excited, chill, silly, crying. Um, Kind of like over here if you did an alternate form, and you can always do an alternate form over here too. A bag or purse or backpack and what's going on inside of it. A mode of transportation, hobby items, snacks, foods, beverages, favorite locations, common locations, outfits, clothes, accessories, um, special powers if you want to describe that. It can be a lot of writing too. Um, and then pride flags, nationality, race, ethnicity, if you want to include that. You can also include that by your name if you'd like. And likes and dislikes list. I didn't include one of those. Um, so that was penciled next. And then that was for, I did 12 minutes. And then 1 minute penciling the name at the very end and the things next to there. So I included pronouns. Pronouns, you can do species, whatever you want. Over here, I wrote kind of a Digimon, somewhat important to my lore. And see here. Yeah, and then we took a break and then we inked it. And so the ink timing was uh, name up here, and that for 1 minute, and then ink the body front for 5 minutes, and then ink the body back for 5 minutes, and then three faces or alternate forms was 3 minutes over here, and then the other things were for 15 minutes inking, and then we let it sit for like at least 10 minutes, I think, as I described the homework, and then we erase. So just start, when you erase, start to erase a little bit, um, and then see how it goes, and then erase more. I definitely recommend putting some music on during this because this is an intense activity and it is kind of stressful. The timer really does help. And what's some other advice I can throw at you? You don't have to use the three colors. You can use all the colors that you have. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? Um, I'm gonna explain the penciling a little bit, especially here. You can use Ivan Brunetti method here. That is totally fine. Just make sure it's big enough to show lots of details. And if you use Ivan Brunetti method, you can also like use words to describe what's going on. You can say like, oh, this person is this height, etc. Like, make sure you include these features, even though it's super simplified. And I did demo a little bit about anatomy, how I do anatomy. And I've done this a lot, right? So I kind of like have my little shortcuts. But the big thing here is um, I kind of know it's going to be this high, right? And I'm pretty good at drawing a head that is uh, about the size I want. Like this really isn't the proportions of a 5'11" dog man, right? His head's really big. If he was actually the proportions of a 5'11" dog man, his head would be a lot smaller. I'll say that. It doesn't really matter too much in this case. The most important thing is like the markings and kind of the body type. But I draw a big oval that's like basically now we're halfway, right? A little oval for hips, and then um, it's always kind of like this backwards S shape for animals that have like the digigrade legs. See how I did all these circles? Maybe that was too fast, but two forward, two back, and then two more forward for the digigrade legs. And do like little circles for the toes if you want. I didn't really do that in class. Circles for shoulders. So we got all that. And the hands usually go down to here. Oh my god, it's too bleached. Okay, there, now you can see better. Sorry. Um, okay, so big ovals, 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 ovals. And like it's good to have like at least one hand up for some reason, or even let's do palms out. The hands should end up being around here. Thumbs, if I'm doing palms out, thumbs are that way. Like an M or a W. A bunch of W's in a row is good for fingers. One little thumb right there. I changed my mind there where that elbow is. So it's just like a bunch of ovals, and that gets you pretty darn far. Okay, and then you can start adding details from there. Little paw pads, etc. Don't forget the tail. So that's like blocking the tail. And then what's nice about this paper is it's lined, so you can be like the exact type. You can kind of fit the features pretty without feeling like, oh no, this one's totally different than this one. But yeah. So whatever you're comfortable with, go ahead and wait. Do I have any other tips for it before I say it? Go ahead and do that. Wait. Let me talk about Art Fight Battle Royale, and then you can um, basically end the video and then do this on your own. Um, and first, I'll put the instructions up on the thing. So that's that. Okay. But Art Fight Battle Royale. So this is. Let me just switch to my face again. Why not? So, Art Fight Battle Royale. It is a everyone's on their own team version of this game that's pretty popular right now called Art Fight. Actually, don't know what year Art Fight started, but it's a website where you can create an account and then you choose a team. There are two teams, and the game goes for the entirety of the month of July, and you can add ref sheets of any characters. It's not a furry thing specifically, but a lot of furries do play it. Any kind of original characters, you can put your ref sheets up, and people will draw each other, and that is like an attack. And then the teams actually have points. I think there are 3 teams this year. I don't know. I, I I played Art Fight once a few years ago, and it was really stressful, and I don't have a lot of time to do it again this year. But I did it last winter. We did this Art Fight Battle Royale in the Discord this past winter, and I didn't think about how in the summer you can actually participate in Art Fight literally on the website as it's happening. So that might cause some confusion because. So, anyways, we clarified all that and what you're allowed to do and whatnot. So, I will explain the rules now. Uh, so this is the homework, by the way. You can opt in, opt out. You don't have to do it. But one restriction is you have to use 4-inch by 6-inch note cards or a piece of paper that is similar. You can opt in and out, and how you do that is you have until Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern to sign up by posting your ref sheet that you made in class in the hashtag Art Fight Battle Royale uh, uh, channel in Discord. So please also include any bonus special requests that you would like, which no one is obligated to do. For example, last winter I said it would be really cool if you drew Gabu Cat competing on the reality TV show Big Brother, because I love that show. And a default rule is no, not safe for work or gore unless the person says yes, please safe for work, or yeah, please draw gore of this character, my persona. Okay, and all the rules have been written down and are in the Art Fight Battle Royale channel. So if you're like, oh my gosh, this is too many rules, it's all written down. Okay, rule number 3. You'll be given the Art Fight Battle Royale role in the Discord when you opt in by doing this. Your name will turn to red. At that time, I will message you one randomized mandatory attack. This guarantees that no one is attacked. No one isn't attacked at least once. So everyone will get at least one art from this. If you sign up, you must do this attack, but some people might have to drop out, and that is fine. Just let me know, and we can reassign things, or maybe I'll do your attack, whatever. No big deal. No big deal. You have to drop out. You can also jump in to this after Tuesday morning at 8 a.m., but you will not be guaranteed an attack, and you won't receive a mandatory attack. There are some people who are planning on doing that just because they don't. The rules and the competition itself is like not something that they're interested in participating in, but they do want to do some kind of drawings for each other. Your mandatory attack can be full color or just black and white line art. Your attack must be on 4-inch by 6-inch note cards, or at least on paper that's very close to it in size. And your attacks must use the supplies on the supplies list for the class. you get 2 points for attacks that use more than one color. For example, it would look like this. If you use just the color blue, it does only count as 1 point for line art. So one color or less, it counts as line art, and it's 1 point. For you, specifically you. It's Battle Royale, right? So you can attack the same person twice, but I will only count your highest scoring attack per person. So, for example, I'm obsessed with Gabumat. I want to draw him 4 times. Okay, you only get, if you drew 1 line art and 3 color drawings of him, you only get 2 points because you drew a color drawing of him, for example. You can attack the same person twice, but I will only count your highest scoring attack per person. Okay, I just did that. Attack Fight Battle Royale will end at noon Eastern Time, Sunday, August 2nd. So then I will start tallying it up. I will announce the winners at the start of the class that afternoon, evening, night, morning, wherever you are. I don't think anyone is experiencing the class in the morning. So I will tally it up. So if you attack 3 people, did 3 color drawings against 3 people playing the game, you would get 6 points, for example. There might be a big tie. And what do you win? The only thing you win is honor and glory. So have fun, draw each other. People are already talking about like what they want, what they don't want, and or just posting their ref sheet. So this is just fun, and it's a way to like draw each other, draw other people's characters, and experience the fine furry tradition of gift art. It's a very magical thing. I added a few more rules in the Discord. Let me read those. Oh god, I have to open Discord again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the rules that we discussed in class, and then I was like, yeah, let's add that, are the following 4 things. If you are participating in Art Fight on artfight.net, and you have an account, and you've been doing it this month, you are allowed to share your profile when you post your ref sheet to opt in. And if you are participating in Art Fight, you may post your attack online on the Art Fight website and elsewhere, even though the class is still going on. Right now, the rule in the class is don't share anything outside of class publicly as a public post. You can send things to friends, right? But here in Art Fight, if you're like actually playing Art Fight and you want to link your account or whatever, post your account and say, hey, I'm actually playing this, you can attack me IRL. You're welcome to do that. I think it'd be sad if I said no. So I say yes. You may direct message a person who attacks you, no matter what, whether or not you're playing artfight.net, right? You can direct message whoever's attacked you with as much praise and excitement as you want. You can talk about the quality of work in the DM. However, the 4th rule that I added here is you may respond to someone within the Discord, like in the Art Fight Battle Royale chat, with a little more than the typically allowed good about the quality of the work. You may also use a combination of interjections like forms of good, like good. This makes more sense over text. Forms of thank you like thanks in all caps, and emojis like cat with heart eyes emoji. So those are the things you're allowed to do. Have fun. I don't have anything else. Okay, enjoy. Bye-bye.